Hello, welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're talking temperature blanket. What is a temperature blanket? Am I doing one? I want to show you. So as we came into the new year, there was a lot of videos coming up in my YouTube feed called temperature blanket. I'm starting my temperature blanket, and I was like, what is a temperature blanket? So I was intrigued and I had to click on the link. So what is a temperature blanket? There's loads of different ways you can do it. So you can knit one, you can crochet. Now I can do both. I haven't knitted in a long time and I'm no expert, and I can crochet and I haven't done that in a long time either, and again I'm no expert. So I thought I would do a crocheted blanket, and basically you go day by day and you do a colour range, and every day, depending on whether you use low temperature, average temperature of the day, or the highest temperature of the day, you select a colour in that range and you crochet a line in that colour every day. So you eventually will have a blanket with all different colour stripes, and depending as the season changes. So I was going to do one for 2024, and I thought, well, do you know what? Because the girl I watched her video, she done one for her wedding year. So as I got married last year, I thought I would go back a year and do a temperature blanket for 2023. So I've started that already. I'm about 5 weeks in, line wise, into the blanket. But before I show you, I will just show you how I've sort of planned it and come together. So I've got like a diary. It's a 2024 diary. But basically I found a site online where you can go back and get temperatures from previous dates. So I've done that, and I've taken the highest temperature, but it's up to you if you want to do low, average, high. You can colour code it and guideline it as however you want. So in my calendar, on the month page, I've basically, just in the corners of the boxes, I've gone through for every day and I have written in the temperature. So once I've got the temperatures, then I needed to make a colour code. So I got a card, and you can do this how you want. So I've gone in Celsius, and I've gone 0 to 4, 5 to 10, 11 to 12, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, 31 to 39, and 31 to 35, and then 36 to 40. And in the UK, you think, would we, normally ever get that high? But what I wanted to do is, on my wedding day, I'm going to be doing a white stripe. Well, I might even do a couple so it really stands out. I'll do a white stripe in the blanket, and you'll see that'll be the wedding day. As we go into the winter colours, you can see for my colder temperatures, I've gone for a dark navy for the really cold. That's the grey, and that's like a baby blue. So as I've started the blanket, these are the colours that I'm primarily using. As we go into spring, it will start graduating between these sort of colours. As we go into the summer, it will start graduating into these sort of colours. Then my wedding day will be in there, that'll be the white line. But then I went on honeymoon in Morocco, which was really hot. So for my 2 weeks in Morocco, you'll start seeing these colours together. And then as I come back from honeymoon, we start coming back to the UK summer temperatures. And then as we get into winter, it goes back down to the cold. And you see the graduation in colours in the blanket, depending on the time of year. So the colours, you choose whatever colours you want, whether you go neutrals, all blues, but different shades, browns. I've just gone for the typical, greys, blues for the cold season. Going into, this is like a mustard, a dusty pink, into the bright neon pink and a bright orange. And then it's just going to be a nice colourful blanket. Then, as I said, I'm on my wedding date. As I reach that date, that will be like July, that will be a white line. And then I also, because it's a 2023 blanket, I lost 2 of my cats last year, and they're my babies. So on the dates where I lost them and they died. I'm also going to put in a black line on those dates, because that would be the year that I lost 2 of my boys. So that, you know, it's a memory blanket, and it's a 2023. So I'm going to show you the blanket now. So as I said, I'm about 5-6 weeks into it, and you do 251 stitches, chain stitches across. That will give you the length of the blanket. Now we'll see as you see mine, but here's my blanket so far, and as you can see from the bottom, can you see it's all wavy? But here's the length of it. It's going to be a long blanket, but the bottom shows that you can see I didn't crochet in a long time, and my tension was wrong, probably wasn't quite getting into the right stitch. But as I've progressed through, the quality of my crocheting has really improved, because I've just gotten used to crocheting. You know, it takes a while. So this is 5, well, this probably took me about a week and a half to do, doing a bit every day. But it's up to you if you're going to do a 2024 one. You do it a week at a time. And then my sides. So my sides I kept missing, and this is still not perfect, but it's a handmade blanket. I kept missing a stitch at the end, so my blanket was like literally going diagonal, and I tried to fix it by adding stitches, and then I started going the other way. So I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to cut it. And I'm, like I said, I'm no crochet expert, but I literally cut it to try and make it straight, and then I crocheted along the side just to try and secure it back in. All these bits will need to be weaved into the blanket. But I thought it's only this little section here, and once it's going to be a massive blanket, you're going to really notice the end. And plus it shows my progress as I've improved in crocheting. So here is my temperature blanket so far. As I say, we're about, for 2023, it's the first week into February I think I'm in, or approaching into the second week. I'm on a row of 9 grey lines at the moment. I think I'm on about row 5 here. And it's really subtle gradient between the blue and the grey. You can make it a really obvious change in temperature, but obviously my blanket's going to start off this colour, then it's going to go to the, what colours we got, the lime yellowy green, then it will go mustard green, maybe a bit of grey back in there, or blue, then it will go back up, and then it will start graduating up to the pink, and it will go pink mustard. So you can imagine how this blanket's going to look colour wise. It's going to start off with this bright colours in the middle, and then it will finish off with these sort of colours again. In the UK, as I was recording the temperature, our highest temperature, the highest never went below 0. So that's why my lowest range is 0 to 4, because we never went below 0 in the highest range of temperature. So I just wanted to show you this. This is my project, and I wanted to show you so that I commit to it, and I'll come back in another video and give you an update in a couple of months time or so, once I've progressed a lot further. So if you're gonna try one of these temperature blankets, or if you've done one before, or if you've got any tips, or how did you do yours, comment down below, let me know. And I just thought this would be a nice video to show you. It makes me accountable that I will finish a project, because you know what I'm like. I don't finish projects, I start them and then I move on to something else. So talking of starting another project, this is my granny square blanket. So as I was watching all different crochet videos, because now all of a sudden I'm back into crochet, I came across this. So it's how to make a granny square. So that was the little granny square. And then when you make a granny square blanket, you make loads of little granny squares, and once you've made loads, you have to stitch them all together. That's my dog making loads of noises. But I've tried that before. I think crocheted squares, I've knitted squares, and I've not got very far. So with this blanket, you just do a granny square, and then you just keep going round and round and round until it becomes the size blanket that you want. And I'm just picking random colours, and obviously the bigger it's getting, the longer it takes to finish around. But this is how far I've got. because then I've gone back to doing the temperature blanket, but I just keep switching between the two. And this has been done in double crochet stitch. So this is a double crochet stitch, whereas my temperature blanket is single crochet. But you can do it whatever stitching you want. But I just thought I'd show you that I have already, when I've started that one, I've now started another one. So I will be alternating between the two, making 2 blankets. Probably by the time I finish them, it will be summer and you won't want to use the blanket. But just, you know, I just wanted to have a go and do it. And it's quite therapeutic when, you know, when you just sit on the sofa at night and just sit there doing a bit of crochet. So let me know. Hope you've enjoyed this little introduction to temperature blanket, because I'd never heard of it before, and when I heard it I thought I want to give that a go. It sounds really interesting and fun. So let me know how you get on. I'll be back in a couple of months or so, or even posting on my Instagram progresses of this blanket. Hopefully we're going to get this finished. I can't wait to get to the summer colours. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm always doing different crafting projects. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.